everybody, it's Jennifer, and tonight I thought it would be fun to just kind of sit down, talk to you guys. I don't normally do chatty makeup videos. I normally save like the story times and chattiness for like tags and stuff, I guess, and vlogs. But we talked about serious stuff tonight, things that are on my mind and worrying me. I hope you guys don't mind that we're getting a little closer, a little more personal. But the main highlight in tonight's video, well, today's video, is the Alyssa Edwards palette from Anastasia. This palette, when you just open it and look at it, is just like astoundingly gorgeous. I love it. It's very bright. It seems like they all look very pigmented. I, of course, did not use the yellow tonight. I'm going to continue to play with this, and hopefully you guys will see it in more videos. But there's just a lot of fun new makeup that I got to play with. We got to talk about some serious things, and you got to see one eye come out decent and almost what I wanted, and one eye just like pure trash over here. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm doing a giveaway. At 100 subscribers, you are entered to win when you subscribe to me. You can also follow me on Instagram. I always link it down below. You can just see like fun little things happening in my life and fun videos that are coming up. So yes, that is it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I kind of want to do like a cotton candy kind of look. So that's what we're going to be starting with today. And if I seem to be a little like low on energy, I guess, I've been having like the roughest week that you've ever even freaking seen. So if you watched my Ulta haul, then you know that I got a few new goodies, and one of them is already on my eyes. These are the e.l.f. Line and Define eye tape. Juicy Jazz, I think is what her name is. She uses these a lot, and she always cuts them in half, which is what I did. So we're gonna be doing that, and I'm going to do like a little cotton candy look. So I am going to take Dream It, which is the like, holy crap, cobalt blue. I have not used this palette yet, but I'm assuming off of the other Anastasia palettes I use that this is gonna have fallout. So I don't think I've ever done the tape, so that seems to be a little weird, but I just switched my brush to a fluffier brush. I want to go out of my comfort zone just a little bit, and this is definitely gonna get me there. So that's building up pretty nicely. I honestly expected it to be just like a smidge less patchy, if you can see. It's just like a little bit patchy and not really blending out how I'm wanting it to. So I make a point, I think, I just don't feel like myself right now. I feel like completely weird right now. Anyway, I'm not going to go into tons of detail or anything about what is going on in my life. Just to keep like a little bit of privacy. But if you go back and watch one of my earlier videos, I think it's my first time tag or maybe the get to know me tag, then you guys know that I had never lost any family members. Like, I've lost my great-grandparents, which it's insane that my great-grandparents, you know, were alive long enough that I, like, remember that I was a teenager when they both passed away. So if you go off that, that's just, I am incredibly fortunate and very, very lucky that I had never had to deal with that. But I have a very, very big family. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, is one of 9, and there's 7 sisters and 2 brothers. Just that one side of my family. And when I was growing up, we all stayed, you know, pretty close. You know, my grandmother and her siblings had been raised to stay close and, you know, support each other and be there for one another. And that's just what they always did. And as, you know, they got older and had their own babies, they raised their kids to be just the same. And then my mom had me, my brother and I and all that, and we've always been a pretty close family. And I'm gonna try so hard not to cry. I wanted to come home and film and just get my mind off of it for a while. My dad is keeping Ellie, and side note, I have extreme mom guilt as it is when I do not have Ellie with me, even if I'm, you know, picking up a shift at work or trying to clean the house or anything like that. I get really bad mom guilt. My dad is keeping Ellie tonight, which you can see back there, it's 11:40 at night almost. I'm just taking the Morphe M421 and the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, which I added some of this under my eyes to highlight. This is in Fair 00, it's the white one. I'm going to cut my crease just a little bit. I know I normally speed up my videos, like when I'm just blending or like cutting my crease or anything, but I'm gonna talk to you guys during it today. My Aunt Beverly, which she's not my mom's sister, she's my grandmother's sister, so she's a great aunt. She was diagnosed with lung cancer about a month ago. And my grandmother, like all of the sisters and brothers, they all have health issues because they're all getting older. They're all in their like 60s. Yeah, none of them are in their 70s yet, and they're all really close in age. She got diagnosed with lung cancer, and she had a mass in one lung, and then she had a tumor in her esophagus. And she was admitted to the hospital, and they kept her there, and she ended up going onto a ventilator, which is considered life support. Like if you've never had to deal with that, it's just considered life support. It's a machine that breathes for you, because the one of her tumors was blocking her breathing and her airway. So she's been on a ventilator for a few weeks, and they called today, and it's July 23rd when I'm filming this, and I'm fairly certain it's going to go up on the 24th, so on the Wednesday after, the day after. But this concealer's not, I like it. Not, I ordered white because I wanted to use it I want to start cutting my crease more. But anyway, she was on a vent for the past few weeks, and they called today, which is July 23rd, and it is also my grandmother's birthday on that side of the family, so her sister's birthday. And all of the siblings have decided that they didn't want Beverly to live like that, and they didn't think Beverly would want to live like that. They had done a round of chemo and radiation, and it didn't help. She wasn't going to be able to get off of the vent and be able to breathe. So we get that call this morning, and I've been having my own health issues that I'll get into later in this video. So we all, get together and we get to the hospital. We all get together and we get to the hospital, and it's just a sad situation all the way around. It's a really shitty situation all the way around. And for those of you that somehow don't know and have been watching my channel, I am a CNA, so I take care of people a lot, and my mom is a nurse, my brother is a paramedic. We're all in the medical field. My Aunt Beverly is not doing well at all. I'm going to go in with Believe. Am I? No, I'm not. Hang on. Let me swatch. Okay, no. I'm going to actually go in with Beyond, which is this really pretty metallic hot pink shade. So we're on the medical field. We get to the hospital, and my Aunt Beverly is just, she's not doing too good, and they've lowered her sedation to where she's awake, and of course she couldn't talk because of the vent. And she said, well, she didn't say, but she let us know that that's not what she wanted. She didn't want to live like this. And so the sisters decided to remove the ventilator, to remove her breathing tube, which of course inevitably meant that my Aunt Beverly was going to pass away. And sometimes if you've never dealt with this and you're not in healthcare or anything, when you're on a ventilator and they unhook you, you don't just like instantly stop breathing and pass away. I almost wish that's how it would go, so that people wouldn't have to just sit there and just wait and just stare and just wait. Because, even if you're in the medical field, you always hold out hope that they're going to turn off the vent and take out her tube, and she's going to miraculously, be able to breathe, and everything's going to be fine. So I'm just fusing these together a little bit. They take out her breathing tube, and they turn off her vent, and she was struggling to breathe, and they were of course giving her medicine to help her. I'm actually going to take another brush, and I'm going to go in with Believe, which is just this purpley shade right here, and kind of fuse these together. So they've unplugged her from the vent. She's struggling to breathe, and today around 3:30 p.m. my Aunt Beverly passed away. it is overwhelmingly sad. Like, honest to God, it is one of the saddest things I have ever had to deal with in my life, and I feel like I'm not handling it well. Of course, I work in the medical field. I've watched people pass away. I've been around death, and it's just completely different when it's your family member. So everyone was really emotional and having problems, and I ended up being the one to clean her up and get her ready for the funeral home to come. And that in itself was just crazy emotional and not something that I ever saw myself having to do. So it's just been a crazy day. They're working on the funeral arrangements, and so that's why I'm a little bit low energy today. And this sounds terrible, and it could kind of make me sound like a serial killer. They teach us in school, empathy, not sympathy. It's not your time to grieve, no matter how close you were to your patient or resident that's passed away, like in the work atmosphere. So, like, I understand, like, the stages of grief and how devastating it is and all of that. I totally understand that. I'm not a robot. But I've just literally never had to deal with it before. So I didn't really know what to do. I felt ridiculously uncomfortable. And I just wanted to come home and just unwind for a minute and just breathe. I'm home alone because James is at work still, and it's not been a good day for me. In addition to that, I had to go to the doctor this morning. Ever since I've had Ellie, I've been having a lot of problems with my stomach. So I finally gave up and I went to see my doctor, and it turns out my liver enzymes are elevated, which could mean a million things, but they're thinking that it's my gallbladder, which is definitely not that big of a deal. People pop out gallbladders constantly, but I've never had surgery either somehow, so I'm just so worried about everything. And then it was my grandmother's birthday today, and her sisters passed away on the same day, and it's just been an overly emotional day that I just really was not prepared for in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just a little bit low energy today, but it's gonna be all right. I'm going to try to pump up the volume a little bit. So now that we have this kind of going, and it's really not even, the blue that I laid down first is just not blending well. It's not playing nicely with others at all. Just struggling, and we don't have to discuss that my cut creases are not good. I know they're not good. I'm terrible at doing cut creases. I'm trying to get better. And yeah, you gotta start somewhere. If you never go outside of your comfort zone, you'll never get better at anything. So I'm going to peel these tape pieces off. Those are completely uneven. 110%. And on top of that, I have a line of color under both of my eyes. So that's always fun. Moving on. It's just been a crazy day. I'm not having a good day whatsoever. Are my eyes just that uneven? And of course this is all out of whack. Alright. Oh, okay. This is just a fucking hoot and a half of fun. That's just like a line. It will not blend how I want it to, and my face is just getting worse. In my opinion. Like, this eye came out pretty decent, in my opinion, but this one, what is happening? These are not, one of these things is not like the other. We're gonna move on and keep on rolling. That's what the plan is for today. Anyway, we're gonna try to, I always say it to families, and now that I'm the one having to go through it, it just seems way more impossible to do. I know I can, it's just gonna take me some time. I'm just going to remember how happy and full of life my aunt was, and that she's not hurting anymore, and she's with her mom and her dad, which are, you know, like the only other people that's passed away. I'm just going to focus on that. That is the plan for my day. I'm going to take, this is from Essence, it's Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil, Waterproof in Black Love, and I'm going to tightline quickly. So, other fun, well, not other fun, but fun things that did happen today. My daughter Eleanor, we call her Ellie, turned 7 months old today. So that is one positive that happened today. And, you know, it was my grandmother's birthday, so that's always good. There's good things happening, just not how we're wanting them to. So I'm going to now just take a pencil brush, and I wanted this to stay a little bit more blue than what it did, so I'm going to go in with Dream It, which was the bright blue we started with. And we're just gonna smudge out the bottom quite a bit with it. One fun thing I did notice that happened today was Jacqueline Hill broke her silence. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting her to have, you know, gotten her money's worth. That sounds terrible. I'm really cynical. I expected her to have gotten her money's worth out of YouTube and, you know, called it quits and been done. But you gotta give it to the girl. She did come back. And I watched that video, but I hadn't ordered any of the makeup, so I wasn't really struggling on it. I'm gonna take Back Rolls, which is this matte brown. But I didn't order any of the lipsticks, so I obviously didn't have a quarrel with her. However, I will say it is absolutely pitiful how that whole situation was handled. But once again, I'm not in that war. I did not order any lipsticks or anything. I got on the website and was really going to, and I just decided not to. I ordered something else instead. Like, I chose something completely off kilter. Anyway, that's not the point of this story. She broke her silence. She posted a video on her YouTube because apparently I didn't follow her on any other social media. Apparently she had deleted it all. I used to be a really, really big Jaclyn Hill fan, and then it just kept getting worse, and I just eventually, I think I just cut my losses and gave up, and I have a set list of YouTubers that I like and that I trust with what I need to know about and all of that, and I'm just gonna stick with that for a while. So Jaclyn Hill broke her silence, and I watched the video even though I was not one of the people that she issued a refund to. I didn't order any of the products, so I didn't really have a horse in that fight. But nonetheless, I watched the video, and she doesn't really... I know she for sure apologized to... I'm gonna take Headliner, which is just the Starcast White. She did apologize to the... This is chalky as shit. Look at that. Anyway, she did apologize to the first girl, I guess, that was on... I think she said Twitter, that... contacted Jaclyn with having an issue with her eyeshadows, and apparently Jaclyn did not handle it accordingly. She kind of apparently snapped back a little bit and got a little sassy, got a little saucy with her. She did apologize to that girl, but as far as I heard, which of course I was doing my face makeup and getting ready to film, I didn't hear her apologize for her actual lipsticks, so I might have just not been paying attention, but we just don't know. I am going to hop off of camera quickly, and I'm going to do a wing to try to cover up this bogus ass eyeshadow, and I'm going to try out this new mascara. It was in the Ulta haul. It's Essence the False Lashes mascara, and then we are going to put on some Dibby Wispies, and I will be right back. Okay, so that also did not go as planned. My eyeliner got a little avant-garde there, so we got some feathering happening. My eyelashes are a little whack. This whole makeup looks whack. I'm now going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Silver Sky, which is just obviously a hella pretty silver color. Holy shitsies. And I'm going to add this to my inner corner, and I'm also going to kind of tap it out and down a little bit to brighten up the eye a little bit, I guess is how you'd say it. I don't know what I'm doing in this look. It all went downhill. So now I'm just a mess. Anyway, I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this, Pure Hollywood liquid lip. And I'm going to apparently open up the same liquid lip. I'm going to top it off with White Russian from Buxom. This is the final look. Did it go how I want it to? No. Is it okay? Yes. Some people, no. All people. Sometimes I sit down and I have a decent idea and I want to roll with it, and it just catapults into some bullshit. Sometimes it works out for me. Today, in my opinion, it didn't. This eye does not look horrifically bad, but this bad boy over here would not blend, and I don't know why. So there is that, and I am super, super sorry that not that I think I'm normally like ultra hyper and, you know, crazy or anything like that, but I do apologize that I was not my normal self tonight. I really just wanted to sit down and play with some of the new makeup I purchased, one of them being the Alyssa Edwards palette from Anastasia, which seems to be a pretty good palette. I only used, of course, a few shades in there. I'm going to continue to play with it, and you will probably see it in a favorites video, whether it be for a hated or a favorite. But I am so glad that I got to sit down and talk to somebody. I know I don't have the biggest audience yet. Hopefully I continue to grow. I know I don't have a huge audience yet, and that it seems weird to say, but I feel like I can talk in my room by myself and talk to my camera and you guys, and it made me feel a little bit better. I know I don't normally open up as much in my makeup videos, and I kind of just stick to directions on what I'm doing and kind of get my makeup done, but I just couldn't do it today. I really wanted to sit down and play with new makeup, but I wanted to talk to you guys and let you know why I wasn't my normal self. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though we're just gonna act like that eye is not there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did have fun filming, even though the first part of it was disastrously depressing. I am sure when I go back to edit this, I'm gonna be like, girl, calm it down. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. I think I've said that 15 times already. If you did give this, what in the hell? If you did give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, I'm doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers, and you could win if you subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram. I always have it linked down below in the description box, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.